Yeah. Hi guys. Today we are going to discuss I'm going to show you like one sample demo application for the MuleSoft. How this MuleSoft will work, how much efficient you can see like. Now we are going to write some data into the file in our local system. Local system nothing but C drive or D drive somewhere on desktop. Anywhere you can write your data into the file. Okay, by using the MuleSoft. How we can do that? Let's see. Okay, so for that first you have to create an application. So directly you can click on create a mule project, otherwise our regular method is there, right? Just click on file and go to new and select the mule project. This is the regular way. So here file example, this is the file example I'm doing now. Okay, just click on finish button. Automatically it will create entire project for you. Okay, so it will create entire project for you. This is the project. We can call it as a project. Okay, this is the project. And here you can open this project and you can open this XML. Everything you need to write in this XML only. All the flows you have to design inside this XML. This is that XML. This is the XML. But internally it will work as like XML. This is the XML format, you can understand. But MuleSoft provided a graphical user interface, okay, for our understanding purpose. So many people will come from non-IT background, right? They will not understand these XMLs actually. That's why we don't need to work with this XML directly. So they have provided one graphical user interface. We can call it as a Mule palette. Simply in this Mule palette, this is the Mule convoy. This is the Mule palette. You need to drag the components from the Mule palette to Mule convoy. Here usually you will create the flows. Okay, how you will start your flow? You can start your flow by using HTTP listener. Why this HTTP listener is required? If anyone wants to trigger your flow, so there is a some so it's this flow needs to listen the request from the Postman or some browsers, right? So if anyone wants to hit from the browser your application, this application is ready to take that request, right? So for that we'll use the HTTP listener. Like we'll explain this, I'll explain this in later session very clearly, you no need to worry. Just as of now, click on plus button and click on OK button. Okay. So because by using this, I'll choose the local host here, host. Okay, by using this protocol, nothing but HTTP, host is localhost, port is 8081. By using these parameters, I can call this flow. Okay, and here I can give the path also. Okay, so here message is my path. Okay, by using this path and protocol host use that port, we can call this flow. Okay, this file example flow we can call from anywhere, from even from Google Chrome also you can call. Just remember, to do this application you no need any network, nothing but you no need any internet. Okay, directly you can call. Okay, from here. Why? Because it is working under local host, right? So that's why you no need any kind of a network. Okay, message. So this is my URL. By using this URL, I can trigger this flow. Once you trigger this flow, you have to set some content. If you want to set some content, what you can use? You can use this set payload. You can use this set payload. Here you can set any kind of message. For example, if I want to set some message in single quotes, I'll set that message like welcome to MuleSoft. This is my first message. Okay, I want to save this data into the file. So for that, simply I can drag the file component. Okay, simply I can drag the file component. How can I drag the file component? So for that, first you have to include the file module to your project. These all are the project modules. In this project modules, you have to include the file module as well. How you can include? Simply click on the add modules. Here you need to drag the file component. Nothing but file module you have included. In the file module, you can see different types of operation. So in this operation, you need to choose carefully like which operation it is suitable for writing the data into the file. So here you can see copy, redirectory, delete, list, move. There is so many things. But we can use only write operation to write the data into the file. Okay, simply you can drag the write operation here. So here you need to give the path. What is your path? So wherever you want to store your file, that path you need to give here. Okay. So now I want to store my data on desktop. Okay. On desktop, some kind of a Niranjan folder is there anyway. Okay. I'll create a one new folder. Okay. What is that folder? So right click, new folder. Just I want to create is like mule files. Okay. Mule underscore files. This is my folder, mule files folder. In this folder, I want to save the data as a file. So there is no files, right? As of now, there is no files. So let's go to this and browse that folder. Okay, so where is my folder? On desktop. On desktop, I have mule underscore files folder. I'll open this folder. Here I want to create the file. So whatever you want to give the file name, you can give that file name here. Okay, so like I want to give like welcome underscore message, welcome message dot txt format. Okay, usually we'll store our data in a txt formats, right? So I'll click on open button. So now you can see, so on top of desktop, so under mule files folder, I'm creating with welcome message dot text. Okay, now my flow is ready. So it is very simple, right? Here just observe what you are doing. Just you have given path and configuration, and after that you have set your message, right? Whatever you want to write into the file, you can set that message here, and after that, okay, you can you have to browse the file name into the particular folder wherever you want to write your data. That folder you have to browse. Inside folder you have to give the file name. This is enough to write your data into the file. Same thing if you want to do in any another language, it will take a lot of time to create the file streams and connecting to the file and writing the data into the file name. That's a file. So there is a lot of things you need to do. Okay. But in MuleSoft, it is very simple. Simply you need to drag the three components. First thing, second thing, third thing. Okay. So let's run this application. How you can run this application? Simply right click and run project. So automatically it will deploy. Same application if you want to test from the Postman, you have to open the Postman first. Okay, search here Postman. Already you have installed, right, Postman. Just to open the Postman, so it will open. Once you open, it will open Postman. In this way it will open. Okay, so HTTP localhost 8081. I can give my path is like message, right? Not copy. Message. Can give my path as a message. Just I'm sending the request. Okay, so once it is deployed, then only you have to send a request. Okay, just let's wait until you get this message like your example got deployed. Now you can understand your example got deployed successfully. Okay, so Now you can test your application from the Postman. Just send the request. Now you will get that message here. Welcome to MuleSoft. From where you are getting this message? From this flow I am getting this message. Okay. Now even you can check this file is created or not. Welcome message.txt file is created or not inside Mule files folder. Where is that folder? On top of desktop. Go to the desktop, open the Mule files folder. There you can see the text file. If you open this, you can see the message. Welcome to MuleSoft. Okay. So here I can test from here, right? Every time if I want to change any message, every time I need to go to the set payload, I need to change and I need to redeploy. So it is very burden even, but I don't want to do this every time. Okay. So simply I'll give the payload here. Okay. So this syntax I'll give. Otherwise you can remove this also. Okay. You can remove this also. Otherwise you can give the payload also here. Anything is fine. So I'm pressing Ctrl S. I think what this application is saving these changes. Okay. Instead of giving the message, just I'm giving the payload here. Why I'm giving the payload? This payload I want to send from the Postman. Whatever I want to store the data into the file, that data I want to send from the Postman itself. Every time I want to send a new data. So for that, first you have to select two things. One is post method you have to select. Why? Because by using get method you cannot send the data to the flow. So that's why we'll use the post method. That is the first thing. And second thing is like select the body. As part of body only you can send the data. In any other way you cannot send your data. So that's why select the body and select the raw type. Okay, remember these steps. Select the body, select the raw type and select the text is fine. Okay, so in order to change this, select body and raw content you have to send. So here I can write the same message like welcome to MuleSoft. First of all I'll write this is message. Hi, this is Niranjan. This message I want to write. First of all I'm sending this request. Hi, this is Niranjan. I can check in the file. First I'll go to the folder, I'll check. Okay. Hi, this is Niranjan. Again I want to send some more data. Okay, for example from the Postman if I send welcome to MuleSoft. Let's see. I'm sending the request. Hi, this is Niranjan. Welcome to MuleSoft. Check in the file. Opening file. Hi, this is Niranjan. Welcome to file. Every time whichever I am sending from the Postman, that data is saving into the file. Okay. In this way, so you can connect to the files by using the file connector. So this is called file connector. Especially we are using write operation to connect to the files and to write the data. So in this way, every time you can write your data into the file. Okay. So this is a small demo application for you guys. So even if you want to check like whether that is data is printing properly or not, you can use the logger also. Okay. We'll discuss all this component in tomorrow's session. Each and every component very clear. You don't need to worry. Okay. So input message. Here even you can see this payload also. Okay, how you can see payload? Control space. If you press control space, here you can see payload option. So that payload you can print. Okay, so control S. I'm pressing control S. So this is only additional advantage. If while sending your data from the Postman, if you want to check in a mule side itself, you can check by placing logger. If you send the request now, even you can check in the mule also. So now the data is coming or not. Here you can see input message is like hi, this is Niranjan and welcome to MuleSoft. By seeing this, you can understand this postman message is reached to MuleSoft. Okay, that way you can understand. If you keep logger, so logger always print the content in the console, and you can understand like the data is reached to our flow and we are writing the data into the file. Okay, in this way you can understand the flows in the MuleSoft. This is the demo application, guys. In the same way, you can use the read operation also. I want to, so in the browser, I want to get the data from the file itself. Okay, if I have already data in the file, I can get the data from the file also. Now we are writing our data into the file. So next time I'll show you like how we can read the data from the file. Okay, write the data into a file is one operation. Read the data from the file also one more operation. Okay, so those all operations we are going to cover in our next sessions. Okay, this is only for demo purpose. Just try to implement this in your systems as well by tomorrow. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you.